All right, I would like to thank you for coming to tonight's concert. We call this concert the Showcase Concert, and the reason is that you are looking at, in my opinion, you are looking at the best musicians that Stout Middle School has ever had. Thank you very much. And I say that based on something that happened, not from my own opinion, but from something that happened at a festival that our strings and our band went to. The band received straight first division ratings for the second year in a row, and the strings, for the first time that we know of, they received a first division rating here at Stout Middle School. So I think I can say with fairly good confidence. Now, last year's band also got straight ones. They were awesome as well. But 2 years in a row, I've got to give it up to these guys on the stage and to our strings. Let's give a round of applause to our fantastic musicians. So the idea behind tonight's concert is we're going to showcase the groups that make up our music program. We also have individuals that have gone to solo and ensemble festivals. And so we're going to showcase some of those individuals who auditioned for this concert to be put on this concert. So we'll kind of go back and forth between our ensemble and then our musicians who will play solos and duets over here. I also want to say, if you look in the back, you'll see the curtain still hanging from Aladdin Jr. And a whole bunch of, in fact, if you were in Aladdin Jr., why don't you guys raise your hand? Fantastic. A lot of people up here. Of course, almost this whole group was in it. Aladdin Jr. was a spectacular presentation. I was extremely happy. The work of these fine young people in Aladdin Jr., they are fantastic performers, not just with instruments, but in theater as well. Let's give it up for them as well. And I have to tell you, my hat is off to Mr. Beydoun and to Ms. Cronin for the work that they do. Nobody can put on a show like Mr. Beydoun. The energy, the lights, he's fantastic. Just a fantastic director, so he does such a great job. But tonight is all about sort of the, I'm going to call it the unadorned talent. You're just going to hear the musicians play. It's them and the music, and we're going to showcase each group with some individuals. We'll start with our 6th grade band. I'll have them stand for you each time so you can see those who are in it. 6th grade band playing Fury. What showcase concert would be complete without an Oompa Loompa song, played by Sukaina and Iman on Tuba? going to feature our 6th grade strings. Stand for me, please. 6th grade strings are going to play Dragon Hunter. They have a few people helping them. The string, as they are in 6th grade, do not have any cellos. So we're adding Angela and Clara and Olivia on cello. And just for good measure, we're going to add Ainsley and Sukaina on the double bass. And they're going to play Dragon Hunter. Now, if you look up in our soloist area, Maya Moreau is going to play an amazing piece of music by none other than Johann Sebastian Bach. And Maya has been in the Dearborn Youth Symphony and in Edsel Ford, the pit orchestra for Edsel Ford, a very accomplished musician for this age. And this is a challenging piece to play. So enjoy Maya Moreau playing Johann Sebastian Bach's Suite for Cello. I know, I didn't know a middle schooler could do that. That's so good. That's so good. All right, now our 7th grade band is going to play Tannhäuser March as soon as all of them remember to get to their files. All right, the next group to perform for you is going to be our choir, 7th and 8th grade choir. Let me give you something to listen for as the choir sings. When the choir sings, you're going to hear parts where, if I can kind of point them out, we've got ladies on this side and ladies on this side and some tenors in the middle. Now, our tenors include some ladies also. Noor Shoker and Molly are singing tenor, so they're going to sing that middle part. But if you'll listen and kind of watch the choir, sometimes it'll be just the ladies singing, and then the tenors will be kind of against them. Sometimes they'll all be singing together, and then at the end you're going to hear 4 parts, even though there's only 3 parts there, because the tenors divide into tenors and basses. So it's a pretty complicated song. It's called Celebrate with Jubilant Song. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Okay, good. Celebrate with Jubilant Song. How about not that sound. Let's do a piano.
a jubilant song. Celebrate with jubilant song. Lift up your voices and hear the joyful music as we sing and rejoice. We celebrate with song. Hear the music as we sing, rejoice and celebrate with jubilant song. With jubilant song. With jubilant song. With a jubilant song. Music is a celebration, joining hearts in jubilation. Music is a celebration, joining hearts in jubilation. And we sing on free, sing a jubilant song. We sing on free, sing a jubilant song. A jubilant song, sing a joyful, joyful song. Sing a jubilant song. Celebrate with jubilant song. Lift up your voices. Hear joyful music as we sing and rejoice. We celebrate with song. Hear the music as we sing, rejoice and celebrate. With the jubilant song, sing a jubilant, jubilant song. Jubilant song, sing celebrate with song. Rejoice, celebrate, celebrate with song. Come celebrate with joyful, joyful song. Sing a jubilant song.
As you see, we have musicians in multiple groups. Some are in string and choir, some are in band and choir, some are in strings and band. I want to thank Mr. Oak. I don't know if I saw Mr. Oak here or not, but Mr. Oak has given us the opportunity to have two things. Music every day for our students, and the kids can be in more than one music class, which just helps the music program to explode. So I want to thank Mr. Oak publicly for doing that, and if you would do so also, I would appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Oak. I'd like to brag a little bit about the two French horn players that are up to play a duet. Chris Adams has been in multiple honors bands throughout the Detroit area. Let's see, Chris, I think you've been in Wayne State, and did you go to Detroit as well? So Wayne State and Detroit, believe it or not, the Detroit Symphony Orchestra honors band, Chris has been a part of, and he's playing a duet with Olivia Noomie, who's only in 6th grade, and you'll just have to trust me when I tell you this. The French horn is a really difficult instrument to play. Got to have really good ear and really accurate embouchure, which means the way your lips play the instrument. Olivia playing at this level in 6th grade, I'm really, really proud of her. So here is their duet called Gavotte. Now our 7th and 8th grade strings are going to play a super fun piece. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, Maya Moreau picked this out for, is that right? I think they heard it, Maya and Christian and Billy, I believe, played it with the Dearborn Youth Symphony last year. And they liked it so much they recommended it to me. And so we're going to play El Toro. Oh, we have two soloists, three soloists. We have Zian Mohammed will be playing the violin solo, and Jenna and Maya will be playing the cello solo. Oh, Jenna too. Jenna was in the orchestra last year and played this too, right? Yeah, so Jenna was in it as well. So here is El Toro. Now, another person who went to solo an ensemble festival for us and got a first division rating is Zeinab Hamadi. She played a different piece than this, but Zeinab is going to play a clarinet solo for us called The Mountain Strong. Now our 8th grade band, 7th and 8th grade band, is going to play a new piece to them. It's called Fiesta Finale, and it is a lot of fun. It's got kind of the beginning, it's wild and crazy, then it crescendos to this thing called a tango in the middle, and it's a lot of fun, and then it's just a lot of fun. Fiesta Finale, 7th and 8th grade band. We have two pieces left on our program, and we're going to do a couple of combined numbers. The first one is a combination of our 7th and 8th grade strings with our 7th and 8th grade band. It's called Engines of Resistance. It's a little tricky for me to conduct, but not as tricky as the next piece. But I'm going to kind of be up here, and the strings are going to have to watch Billy, and Billy's going to have to watch me, and I'll sort of be trying to conduct both at the same time. So Billy's part conductor on this one. Okay, that's why they call him the concertmaster. Oh!
Yeah!
Okay, undo all that I just said. No, just save it for the next piece. I won't talk for the next piece. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Sukaina, please forgive me. Sukaina is a tuba player here at Stout School who has earned accolades all over the place. I told the band earlier today that we are so lucky at this school to have two fantastic tuba players. So let's give it up for both Sukaina and Iman. It seems that every time I take poor Sukaina to an event somewhere, solo and ensemble festival, band festival, anywhere we go, I think I've counted 14 different band directors who've tried to steal her from Stout and either take her to her high school or wherever. The last one they tried to steal her was from Northville, but I told them no. She stays here. And I think you'll hear why after she plays Solo Pomposi. See what I mean? They all want to steal her. Now that other piece. Unless I've missed anything else, let me check. Am I good? Have I missed? Okay, good. Okay. The last piece that is on our concert tonight is, in a way, it's a gift to the students from a composer, and that composer happens to be me. So I wrote this piece for the students here at Stout Middle School. When I wrote it, I tried to feature every ensemble. So you'll hear the band at one point, and you'll hear the strings at one point. You'll hear the choir at one point. And so it features all of the different parts, which is cool, but for me, it's kind of a conducting thing. I'm literally going to run from one place to another to sort of conduct this piece. We tried it with me in the back, but I was so far away, it was hard to do. So you're stuck with me running from one place to another, okay? So it starts off with our strings, starts off actually with a tribute to some of our 8th grade strings, and then we go into the band. So you'll see, you'll hear, it's called Nobis Victorium, which means we are victorious. I 100%, without a doubt, know I'm biased. But these are the best in all the world, right here. It is a great delight for me to be able to teach your children and to make this wonderful music with them, for them. It's a real treat for me. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to work with your kids. It is truly a pleasure to be here and to experience this wonderful music with these guys. I ask you to continue your support of the program, of not only this program, but of course, our 8th graders are going on to high school. And please continue your support of Dearborn High School and Fordson and Edsel Ford as they go forward. And if they're in 6th and 7th grade, we ask to have them continue into 8th and 7th grade for us here. So thank you so much for your attendance tonight, and I hope you've had a wonderful evening. Here's how we'll do this. We will have our strings and winds take their instruments back to their music room. They should not practice tonight, so they should leave their instruments here, and I'll have them come out and meet you in the back behind the auditorium, okay? So they'll put their instruments away and meet you back there. Thank you so much for a wonderful evening.